whatsoever. So let's go ahead and dive in. Here I'm showing MidJourney. MidJourney is a text-to-image platform. It's one of many, but is one of the most popular. I happen to use this one probably the most out of all of them. And just to kind of dive in a little bit, if you're brand new to AI, LLMs or chatbots, if you will, and text-to-image, they all rely on what's called prompts. And prompts, in essence, are the instructions that you're going to give. And if you've ever had a computer class, a common terminology is garbage in, garbage out. So it's really important. The better the prompt you give, the better results you're going to go ahead and get. So with that being said, the beauty of today's video is that you don't have to know any prompting whatsoever. I'm going to show you how you can get beautiful images just like this, and basically leveraging all the hard work that other people have done. So let's go ahead, let's dive right in. Here we have, again, MidJourney. This is a very popular text-to-image platform, and basically text-to-image is essentially that. You type in or explain what the image you want to create will look like, and then it's going to take that image and go ahead and render similar ones that you see here. So let's go ahead, I'll show you. Here is the community, right? So if we go ahead, click explore, you see all these images by other community members. Well, if you go ahead and click on those, you're going to see here's where the prompt is, here's the parameters, and here's some images that they uploaded to basically use as a reference, telling the LLM, hey, use this style to try to mimic. So nonetheless, this is a simple prompt, but some of these can be quite extensive and quite detailed. Actually, in some cases, it could take hours and maybe days or weeks to get the perfect image just by tweaking the parameters and syntax. So with that being said, again, you could search this and kind of leverage all the work and hard work that other people have used. So what we can do is, let's say you scroll through here and you see the image that you like. So for example, let's just say we wanted to utilize this one. This one's rather basic in nature. So literally all you'd have to do is use this prompt, and they made it really easy for you just to click these buttons here. And as you can see, again, these are the parameters. And let me just take a quick sidestep just to explain what they are so you're aware. Again, you don't really have to know all this. Maybe some little details could help, but nonetheless, here's the prompts that I mentioned at the beginning of this video. So you can see you have various structures, and if you scroll down to parameters, it's almost endless. I mean, you can change, you'll see aspect ratios. This is chaos. You can control basically how wild you want the image to be. I mean, again, this just goes on and on and on. But again, if we're just trying to mimic the images that we have here, simply we could just utilize the same prompt that we have. Now, if you want really close to the image that they created, the same style and everything, again, very simply click style, and you know, that will mimic what you see here. Or in some cases, you could actually click image, and that's going to say, okay, we want it really, really close to this image here. And again, just really quick, just to let you guys know, let's just say you see an image that you like, and you know, you wanted to make some modifications. Maybe this, instead of a bear, let's see, a cute teddy bear, let's just say maybe a rabbit, right? So I don't have to know any crazy prompting knowledge just to change that one little word there. Let's see how that looks. So we'll go ahead and run that. And one thing to note, I'm going to show you some other programs, because MidJourney is a paid program. It's not expensive. It's $10 a month for the subscription that I have. However, if for whatever reason you're not using it in higher volume like I am, and maybe you just need a couple images and you just prefer a free solution for whatever reason, I'll show you that you can utilize a couple other programs as well in the same fashion. Again, this one is called Ideogram. Then we have Flux Pro Art, and also Leonardo. Those are some of the other popular ones. One thing to mention about Leonardo, this one still uses Discord. Discord is another application. So if you're not too techy, you probably would not use this one. Not that it's hard, but if it would probably be easier just to stick with these that have the web interfaces. So, and one more quick thing to note, you'll usually get your best results by staying within a particular platform. So what do I mean by that? Sure, if you use this same prompt in Ideogram and Flux Pro and the other ones, you may get some very similar results. But a lot of cases, because they're all different models trained differently, let's just say if I found this image here that I want to replicate, or that one, that prompt, or using that same prompt within that same system will give you obviously the closest results to what you're looking at. Again, that doesn't mean that this wouldn't work on the other platforms, but you'll probably see a bit of a difference, and in some cases a major difference. So let's go check out, let's see this one here that's rendering. So this one just finished, and you know, not all of them are great, but as you can see, this one gave us a bit of a rabbit, you know, again, just changing that that syntax there. But let's go ahead and just show you a couple more examples. So here, perfect. Here's another good example. And if, let's say, you wanted to use that same prompt, same style, but maybe you just wanted to tweak it. You didn't want a 9:16 aspect ratio. You wanted this, let's say, Instagram, which is more of a, I think, a 1:1. So nonetheless, you would just go ahead, update that aspect ratio here, submit the prompt, and it should give you similar result with different aspect ratio. But nonetheless, let me again just show you, going back to, all you have to do is really just find similar images that you like, and you could see here they also have a search function. So, you know, anything to do about anything. If you just want to put in lion, you have endless amounts of images here, and you could just find the one that you like, click on it, and it'll give you the exact prompt, the exact instructions of how to recreate that. And again, they've made this very, very easy that you can literally just click these buttons. So I'll go ahead, I'll select all these, use the same prompt, I want the same style, and I actually want it to mimic very closely to that image. So let's go ahead, I'll run a couple of these just to show you. Okay, so you can see here, here's where they render. And for this one, I didn't put that 9/16 aspect ratio, which is why you see it as a 1:1 more of Instagram. But look how close that is. I mean, this is pretty much exactly that other image, slight variation. And again, you could play around with these. You could run a couple scenarios to see if it gets better to what you're looking for. Or again, you could always edit the prompt slightly. It doesn't take any really serious prompt knowledge to change that text to, you know, basic stuff. So again, another one here rendering for us, and that's extremely close. So again, we don't need any knowledge of the prompting. It's all provided to us within this community. Let's go ahead, let's look at similar for Ideogram. Let's see, so same thing for here. Here they have their prompts, right? You can see this one's a little more extensive, and they have more of the details there. But again, let's just say if we were using a different platform such as Ideogram, and we saw all these parameters and settings and all that, it's very easy to become overwhelmed. But the truth is, again, they've done all that hard work, and as long as I found something that I like, I can just rerun that, use the same settings, parameters, and I will go ahead and get similar or close to identical results. So again, just to kind of dive back into this, MidJourney is the one that I use mostly. I think it's probably one of the best. It is a paid subscription, so there's no free tiers like you'll see in Ideogram or Flux Pro Art. These are not unlimited usages, but they will allow you a certain amount of credits each day that you could use for free. So just for fun, I'm going to show you utilizing the same prompt in MidJourney. Let's see what that looks like over here in Ideogram. So we're letting that run real quick, and as you can see, it says I have to wait 25 seconds before I could run a next render. And again, that's because I have the free account for this. So let's let that do its thing. Same thing, just for fun. Let's see if this one will work. See what that looks like. Again, this will just give you an example of how the prompts, or one prompt, and how the images will vary across some of these platforms. Here we go again, Flux Pro Art. You can see here I have 10 credits, and that'll reset in 24 hours. So if you're only generating minimal images each day, these free options are great. But if you need some more, again, it's not expensive. You can entertain some of these other options, or the upgraded versions of these other programs. So let's check what we got. Okay, so that was the prompt, and here's our renders. Again, very different. This one was probably the closest one, but still very different from MidJourney. So that's why it's always best, again, if I want to mimic that particular image and I'm taking the prompt from there, you're probably going to get your best results within the same platform and model. So, and this one, you can see it varies a lot, but nonetheless, again, that should cover this this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed these 3 text to image applications. Again, MidJourney, Ideogram. You can access this at ideogram.ai, Flux Pro Art, which is fluxpro.art. And again, you have Leonardo AI, which is a very good text-to-image generator. They have their application also available through the web interface. So just wanted to share that with you. You get, I think, 150 daily credits free. So again, this could fall under, for those of you, if you're only looking for free options, maybe you don't need high volume, you could probably transition between Leonardo, Flux, and Ideogram, and a couple of the others, and that could probably suit your needs. But nonetheless, just as a quick review, same thing here, right? Here we have our community images, and slightly different platform, but again, you have prompts, settings, etc. So the same thing applies, and everything we just went over obviously would work here as well. But I did want to share that with you guys. Make sure you're aware this is obviously a viable option. You don't need the Discord application to utilize Leonardo. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and we'll see you on the next.